What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now here in today's video, I'll be giving you my predictions of where I think each team in the AL Central will end up here in 2022. And now before we get into all that, guys, I'm going to need you to do a couple of things for me, please. First, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Next, go over, smash the red button, go subscribe. That is the best way to show your support here on the channel. Then go over, ring that bell, get notified so you know when exactly I am pumping out great baseball content here on the channel. And finally, if you want to get active, go down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts on where you think each AL team will end up in 2022. So coming in 5th place in the AL Central, I have the Cleveland Guardians at 51 and 109. Yeah, they're not going to do well. Now, Percoda, they said that the Guardians will be in 3rd place with 77 wins and 84 losses. My God, did Percoda get it wrong with the Guardians? Oh boy. I mean, I just think Cleveland will be ass this year. I mean, they're going to be bad. Their pitching is okay. It's just very, very young. I mean, I like Zack and I like Bieber. Of course, Shane Bieber, a Mickey Mouse Cy Young Award winner, back in 2020. Zack has promise, but aside from those two very, very young guys, Cleveland has nobody in that rotation who's proven. And honestly, when it comes to their offense, the entire lineup, aside from maybe, Jose Ramirez and Franmil Reyes, would be hitting like between 7th and 9th in any other lineup in the majors. I mean, their offense is god-awful. They will not score any runs this year. I don't care, Tito, great manager. I just don't see him working his magic this year with the Guardians. So, they suck. Coming in 4th place is the Kansas City Royals, and I have them at 69 and 92. Now, Percoda, they have them with the same record. I mean, they're just a 4th place team. That's simple as that. The Royals, they're eh. I mean, the rotation is relatively young, with every guy in the rotation being around 25 years old, with the exception of Zack, who they just signed to a 1-year deal. And their offense is a mixture of young and old, with the vets being Perez, Santana, Merrifield, and Dozier, and the youngsters being guys such as Mondesi, Lopez, Benintendi, and Isabel. And they have a good manager in Mike Matheny. He's a guy. He got the Cardinals to the World Series back in 2013. But I just don't think they have enough to compete in the Central Division. To me, they haven't formed a true identity just yet. Now, coming in 3rd place in the Central is the Minnesota Twins, and I have them at 77 and 84. Now, Percoda has the Twins in 2nd in the Central with 85 wins and 76 losses. And now I understand that the Twins added the biggest name in free agency with Carlos Correa. Not to mention they added Gary Sanchez and Gio Urshela from the Yankees as well. And they picked up Sonny Gray from the Reds. But I just don't see these notable additions being enough to put a team like the Twins over the top in the AL Central. The biggest problem I see for the Twinkies is the rotation. And now I'm a huge believer that starting pitching wins games and, frankly, championships. And the Twins' starting rotation is just not championship caliber right now. And they have young guys like Joe Ryan and Griffin Jacks who've had lots of success in the minor leagues, but little to none in the majors. They added Gray, like I mentioned, but honestly has been an average pitcher throughout his entire career. They got Dylan Bundy, but he's coming off a horrid year with the Angels last year in 21. And Kenta Maeda, he's on a 60-day IL. So to me, I think regardless of how the Twins' offense fares, I think the rotation will be the main reason why they will be unable to trump a team like the White Sox and even the Tigers here in 22. Now, coming in 2nd place here in the Central Division, I have my Detroit Tigers with 86 wins and 75 losses. This is where I have a major problem with what Percoda had to say when it comes to their predictions. Percoda had the Detroit Tigers in last place with 67 wins and 94 losses. Just no. No way, no, not happening. First, they obviously didn't factor in that the Tigers brought in one of the best shortstops in the game of baseball in Javier Baez this past offseason. He's really, really good. Not to mention, I think the Tigers have the best rotation in the AL Central. Yeah, just look at it for a second. They have Casey Mize, Tariq Skubal, who I think is actually better than Mize overall. They have Matt Manning, who's very, very young and good. And again, they stole away Eduardo Rodriguez from the Red Sox. The Tigers also have a very young and talented outfield with Riley Green. He'll be coming up and starting the season with the Major League Ball Club. Akil Baddoo, who's been tearing it up in spring training. Derek Hill, who's very, very fast. Not to mention, they still have Robbie Grossman, who has a lot of experience and was a bright spot for the team last year in 2021. One of the best prospects in all of baseball, still waiting in the wings, possibly. And Spencer Torkelson, he probably won't make the big league club because he's been struggling in spring. But if he comes out of the gates in the regular season in the minor leagues doing really, really well, they could bring him up for some great help as well when it comes to the offense. Oh, and one more thing. They have the best manager in all of baseball at AJ Hinch. I don't care what anybody says, he's the best. The only downside Detroit has is a lack of experience when it comes to the overall ball club. Now, coming in first in the AL Central is the Chicago White Sox, and I have them with 91 wins and 70 losses. Now, I have to say, I do agree with what Dakota has to say when it comes to the Southsiders. Rare occasion, but they have them at 91 and 70. And I also have them at 91 and 70. Now, I will say, the Southsiders ending with 91 wins means they will have 2 fewer wins than they did last year in 2021. But hey, to me, they're going to win the division. So, what's better than that? Now their strength lies in their offense and their bullpen. When it comes to the lineup, they have Anderson at number 1, Moncada at number 2, Eloy at number 3, Abreu at number 4, Robert at number 5, and don't forget about Gavin Sheets, who showed up last year with 11 home runs and 30-plus RBIs and hit a postseason dinger to top it all off. So their lineup is legit. Now when it comes to their bullpen, it will be much better because they'll have a full season with Hendricks and Kimbrel. They also have Crochet, whose ERA was in the low 2s last year. And by the way, they added Joe Kelly to this bullpen, who I think is still pretty good. I mean, think about it. He only gave up 14 earned runs in 48 appearances last year, not to mention his major postseason success in the past. Now, the only downside I see for Chicago is the starting rotation. And maybe I'm being biased, but I don't think it's the best rotation in the AL Central. I mean, I think Giolito and Casey seem to be solid, but it's the age of the number 2 and number 3 guys in that rotation I worry about, of course. That is Dallas Keuchel and Lance Lynn, who are both 34. I just feel like most of the Sox wins will come in high-scoring affairs. I mean, hey, I respect them. I got them in first. Southsiders, fans out there, you should be happy with what I got the White Sox doing in 2022. So that is all I got for today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. And as always, I will catch you guys later.